Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. Welcome to the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church Divine Service, where the power of spirit, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. Welcome to the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church Divine Service, where the power of spirit, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. Welcome to the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church Divine Service, where the power of spirit, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family. Welcome to Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that technical hitch. So we do welcome you all to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, both in the congregation and online. And if you are having trouble accessing the YouTube broadcast, you will find the link on our Facebook page. It's a pleasure this morning to introduce our guest medium, June Frost, who will now open our service in prayer. Thank you, June.
Good morning, everybody. It's lovely to be back here on the platform with all the smiling faces. Divine Spirit, we thank you for bringing us all here together in the name of love to welcome and communicate with our loved ones in spirit. And we ask that our spirit friends and helpers work with us for the highest, purest feelings of love to facilitate this communication. We ask that this beautiful church and all here today be filled with love and light. Amen.
Thank you, June. Now, please join me to still our minds and open our hearts as we pray for all those people, children, and animals in need of spiritual healing, love, and light across the planet, in places of war and conflict, nations affected by natural disasters, everyone involved in rescue operations and foreign aid, our National Health Service, the selfless doctors and nurses who work tirelessly for our well-being. We pray for peace in our time and the abolition of atrocities and violence, and we thank the power of the Holy Spirit for giving us strength and hope in times of doubt and despair. We include at this time the following names from our church healing list: Ray and Jackie, Jenny and Carol Burgess, Lee Oswald, Ray Parrett, Frank Burgham, Anne Hopkins, Cherie, Jeff Williams, Daphne and Ivor, Ruby, Fiona, Harvey the dog, Joe, Fabrice, Emily Rose, Alex, Rose May, John C., Anne Johnson, Ginger the cat, Judy, Moya, Hilary, and Irene Porter. We now move our attention into the healing silence, to be followed by the serenity prayer, which we will say together. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Rose May, can I please ask you to take the offertory in church? Excuse me, and anyone wishing to make a free will donation may do so on the following link, which is also listed on our Facebook pages: www.paypal.com/paypalme/LADPROMS. Thank you, Rosemary. My reading this morning is from Red Cloud Speaks by Estelle Roberts, which will be followed by June's address. This section by Red Cloud is entitled, After Death, What? Most of you fear death. You wonder what happens after death. Yet when you have a birth into your world, you rejoice. You smile and you say, a son or a daughter is born into our house. You have a christening. Yet when one is born through death into my world, in your ignorance you cry, you mourn, and you are sad. You know not why, but I will tell you, it is because you are ignorant of the truth. What is death? Death is like a dream, for as one of your disciples told you, you die daily. When you retire tonight to your bed, do not think that you remain in that bed. When the body rests, the spirit is active, for the spirit can never rest. It does not need it. It is eternal, perfect in its being. When you die, as you term it, it is like sleeping. You pass from the matter body into my world, the perfect man and woman. Do not think that you bring with you all those aches and pains, blindness and deafness, that dumb tongue, that crippled body. You surely understand that these belong to the finite world of matter, not the infinite man or woman who leaves a carcass of flesh behind. You say, how do you know that? You ask, did Jesus teach it? Is it Christianity? Yes, it is real Christianity, the Christianity of Jesus, if not the Christianity of today. You cannot die, for as St. Paul said, if Christ be not risen from the dead, then is our teaching vain. Did not Jesus leave his body? And did he not say, destroy this temple, meaning the body, and I will rebuild it in 3 days? By that he meant the manifestation of himself, the eternal, immortal man. He promised you Christians, if you believe him, greater things than these shall ye do, because I go unto my Father. Do you believe him? When I look upon your world, I wonder. He was the greatest representation you could have of the manifestation of life after death. For he showed himself to the disciples after showing himself at the tomb to make them understand. Did he not promise the thief who was crucified at his side, this day shalt thou be with me in paradise? This day, he said, not tomorrow, not in 1,000 years, or at the last trumpet, but this day thou shalt be with me in paradise. What did he mean? The thief did not understand, not having the same mentality as Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus knew that. He meant that the thief would recognize him in the kingdom of heaven when he met Jesus there. This day, he said, meaning that directly after death, man is exactly the same as he was before death. That is what is going to happen to you when you retire from that body of flesh and enter fully into the spirit in which you are already. You are in the world of spirit here and now, inhabiting a body that covers you according to the vibration upon which you live. You are in the matter world body, because were it not for the weight of air that presses upon you, you could not exist. And so you have a matter body in which you vibrate. For instance, I have to borrow the body of this woman, my medium, to talk to you. I obey the law of matter. Death does not change a man, neither does it give him any further revelation. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You cannot search for it after death unless you are receptive here and now to the heaven in your midst. I cannot alter the law for you. I cannot send you to the far ends of the astral world, for you are individuals, each one seeking your own pathway, each one working out your own destiny. I am a servant endeavoring to help you to understand the way, the truth, and the life. If you find these things, then I am happy. Do not think that you can mock God. Do not think that you do not live. You will be alive, for you cannot die, but you can become spiritually bankrupt. Remember, each one of you, man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. And now I'd like to introduce June to the platform again to give us her address. Thank you, June.
And those were beautiful words. And it leads me on to something that I feel very strongly about. People having the fear of death. I may have said this before, there are people who may have heard me say this before, but it's so important that people should know that when we pass over, we pass to a beautiful place full of love, where we're looked after and things are a lot better for us. To explain things, the earth is not our real home. Our real home is in a beautiful place where there is no illness, our spirit doesn't die, we live forever, we have no pain, the place is full of love, and it's just wonderful. And you can jump miles up into the air if you want to. If you want to be somewhere, you just choose to go. You just think, I'd like to be there, and you're there. Or you can come down on a line of love to somebody that you love on earth. You can just come down on a line of love to that person. Sadly, people have been made to feel that death is something to be frightened of, something to be terrified of, and it isn't. And I know this for a fact because I've been close to people who have died and have come back and told me about it. My husband did not believe in any of this stuff at all. He tried to stop me doing it. He said I was showing him up, didn't want him to do it. And I carried on. And after about sort of many years, he decided to stop moaning at me about it. And so anyway, bless him, he then got a terrible illness, which was running in his family. It was a long illness where it took your breath gradually until you couldn't breathe anymore. And he was very brave through that. And when he passed over at the funeral, he wasn't there, and I knew he wasn't there because normally I can, even if I can't see the person who's passed over, I can hear them talking, and he didn't. And it was about 3 weeks later when I was sitting at the table and I was trying to work out all the finances because that was something that he always did. And I was thinking in my mind, and as I thought, I realised, hold on, that's not me thinking this. This is my husband. I could hear him. Because it's done by thought, they talk to you by thought, not by using the voice. It was him talking to me, and he said, "I'm here. I'm still here." He said, "I've passed over, but I can come back to you whenever I want to." He said, "And I want to be with you because where you are is home to me." But also, he said, I asked him about how he felt before he died. Well, passed over is the word we prefer to use because the spirit does not die. The spirit lives within the body. Just before we're born, our spirit goes into the body. We've had training. We have training up there to know what we want to do because we want to be born on Earth because Earth is a learning planet. We want to learn lessons. So we put this heavy body on. We have to feed ourselves. We have to put roof over our heads. We have to dress ourselves. And we have to have doctors and nurses and everything because when we're ill, we have all those things which we have to get through. We have difficult times in our lives. And these difficult times make us stronger. Then they give us what we wanted. We want to be stronger in something. And we say what we would like to be stronger in. For instance, if you're really shy, you just hide away from people all the time. You might say, I want to stop being shy. I don't want to be shy anymore. Or somebody might be frightened of spiders, for instance. And I want to lose my fear of spiders. Anything, it could be anything, but mostly they come down to help other people, cheer people up. people who are going through difficult things, because on earth we all go through our difficulties. So before we come over here, when we're on the other side, we have to take lessons in what we're going to live, what's going to happen to us when we live, what our soul needs. But then we're made to forget it, but our soul remembers it. So when we're born, we wait, and I remember this myself because I remembered it in meditation. I was waiting to be born. I did feel that I could have gone into the baby's body, come and gone, but this time I knew this was it. I was going to be on earth, and I was very excited and very frightened. And so I was waiting above, and I could see what was happening, and I was just waiting for permission really to go. And then I found myself in the womb, and I found myself with water in my mouth, and I couldn't swallow enough to protect myself. And then I found myself, I could see this light, and I could see the walls of flesh as I was going through, to be born out into this freezing cold room. I felt the love from the nurses, and I felt the love from, they put me on my mother's chest, and the love from her was so overwhelmingly wonderful that I was so happy I managed to do it at last. I've got here, you know, and I already loved her and my father. I already knew them and loved them, because you choose over there, you choose your parents, you ask them if they will be your parents, and they say yes. And so that's how it happens. And then we go through it all. We go through all the difficulties, which sometimes we think, why did I agree to go through this, you know? Because I was particularly one time when I kept getting skin cancer. I asked my guides, why am I keeping on having, am I going to keep having this till I die? And they said, no, you agreed to do 6. We agree everything before we're born. Everything that's going to happen to us, we agree to it. And I said, why would I agree to do that? You know, and they said, because it's when you're on the earth, you have to go with the motion of what's happening on the earth. These things happen, and that's what you go through if you're living here. They said, you won't get any more because you've had 6. And I didn't get any more. And I was getting it every year to 18 months, skin cancer. And so it's a wonderful thing. And I'd like to talk about my sister who passed away last March. Was very frightened. She said, I was facing the abyss and I was frightened. She was very ill, her body had stopped working altogether. And the doctor said, we don't know why she's still here. All her organs are no good, you know, we don't know why she's still here. But she could hear that, although she couldn't say anything. And once she heard that, she made the decision to go. And my goodness me, she said she wished she'd have known before how wonderful it was. She met her husband again, who'd been passed over 15 years before. She was so happy. They're going out, and of course they're both well and young and happy and strong and no illness and nothing to be frightened of over there. Everything is wonderful. But they come here to learn because it's a learning planet. So this is not our real home. We just come here to learn. Then we go back home. And I asked if it was called heaven. And the guide said, no, it hasn't got a name. And I said, well, how does anybody know? Because that's it, you know, that's what it is, you know. I didn't get more of an explanation than that, you know. It's all heaven, apparently. Well, it's not all heaven, but there are places for people to go. And these people have not lived a life as they would wish to have lived. There's none of this, you are bad, you are going into the fires of hell. There are no fires of hell. That's all been made up from somebody or another. But they're sent to a quiet place where they can think about what they've done. They can think about what they've done and then repent. And as soon as they ask for help, they get help immediately. There's no question of being left like we've been taught in the fires of hell and all that. We frightens the living daylights out of everybody. So there's nothing to be frightened of. My mother and my father, I speak to them all. None of them would come back here. My husband definitely wouldn't come back here. He said, they're too tough. And I said, which was the toughest one? He said, the one apparently was married to me before. that was the toughest one. So we had the difficulties because of me. And I said, well, why, if we didn't get on, like we say, why are we back here doing this again? And he said, because the love was very strong, although we were complete opposites. We were complete opposites, but the love was very strong. So we decided to give it another go, try again. And he said, we just about made it, because anybody who lives with somebody who's completely opposite to them will know what I mean. You want to do some things, they want to do opposite. But the love is there. And that's the strongest thing there is in life, love. And it's the most important thing. And I just want people to stop being frightened, because there's nothing to be frightened of. There's really nothing to be frightened of. It's a beautiful place. We're sad because we've lost that person who's gone over. But they miss us too. They do miss us too. But they're still in this wonderful place where they wouldn't come back. And I just want to say that there's no point in being frightened. It's really awful that we've had it drummed into us that we're going to be punished and it's going to be terrible and all of that. And it's not, it's love. God is love. God loves all his children. We are all God's children, and we all have part of God in us. So we're part of God as well. So I just want people to stop being frightened. If you look on the television and you see all these, what they call ghost programs, with banging music and lights going off and the whites of people's eyes, and people take that in and they think it's right, and it's not. It's not. It's a beautiful place, and it's a very good place to be, a very happy place, and it's something to look forward to. But at the same time, we should not take ourselves out before our time, because we have come here to learn lessons, and it's a privilege of us, for us to come here and learn lessons, and we should not sort of let that go as if it was nothing. We should respect that we have the privilege of living here, and no matter how tough things get, that we need to stay here as long as because we'd be sad if we didn't. It's like going to college and dropping out before the exams, when you might well have passed those exams anyway, you know. So it's not good to drop out yourself at all. That's really a bad thing to do. But just so that people aren't frightened, it is a good experience. And I can say that I had a sort of a near-death experience once myself. I didn't get very far. I only got to the end of the earth, and I found myself standing at the end of the earth. I could see behind me. You could see everything behind you. I could see the earth, and I knew that I felt I was passing away, and there was a light, and I wanted to go that way. And there was such a lot of love around. It was wonderful, you know. And so then I woke up the next morning and I was all right. I had been in a lot of pain, but I was all right and it was gone. So from that point of view, I asked my guides what happened there, and they said, well, you very nearly came over, but it's not your time. And just carry on, you know. It's just a wonderful thing to be on the other side. We do miss our loved ones, but they are in a better place than we are. And that's what I'd like to say. Please don't be frightened when the time comes, as comes to us all. Please do not be frightened. We're all part of God, and we will be very much loved and looked after. And God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, June, for that very inspiring address. And I'm sure that that's all given us a lot of peace of mind and joy to think that when we move from our physical existence, we move into a much better and more peaceful and loving existence. So now let us take a moment just to reflect on those words before June demonstrates her mediumship. And I would ask, please, that if a spirit communicator is drawn to you with a message, church members, please respond with a clear yes or no to the statement. Or if in doubt, just say, I'm not sure, and June can then ask spirit for further clarification. It is important for her to hear your voice, as that is the conduit of energy which spirit need to make a strong connection. And please, can I ask church message recipients to speak clearly into the handheld microphone, which will be passed around. So I will reintroduce June to the platform, please. Stand slightly more centre, June.
Oh, right, okay, thank you. Right, I'd like to come to Mum Taz, whose mother is here. Just let's see what she says. She's just come up. She's sort of looking very happy and wanting to give you lots of love. She's very proud of you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
She said you have worked so hard on yourself and worked so hard that she's so proud of you for what you've done.
Thank you.
You have, right, and you have grown spiritually through all the difficulties that you've had, many difficulties that you've had to overcome. But you've grown so much spiritually. You've actually, she calls it growing up. You've grown up, and you have learned so much, and you have progressed in your spirituality because you have worked on it very hard. And she's very pleased with what you've done. She said, if you look back to a few years ago, the Mum Taz of a few years ago, and look at yourself now, you can see how much you've gained spiritually in your life. And she's just saying, I'm always with you. I'll always love you. And she's saying, God bless you and lots of love to you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'd like to come to, sorry, this lady here, I'm sorry, Rosemary, yeah, sorry. Right, thank you. Right, there's a gentleman here. He's not terribly tall, and slim build, and I feel that he's a father figure or a husband figure. I'm not sure which. Father. He's a lovely man. I can just feel the love emanating from him towards you, and he's so proud of you. He said all your thoughts are pure and beautiful, and he's so proud of the way you live. All you care about is other people. He said, but you need to think about yourself a little bit more now, because you need to look after yourself. He's feeling that you're letting things go with yourself, not looking after yourself as well as you could. Does that make sense to you? And
Yes.
he's talking about eating properly, eating the good stuff.
Yes.
And looking after yourself physically as well as mentally, because you do tend to push yourself sometimes more than you can do. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's about putting a few boundaries in so that you do what you're able to do without being so totally exhausted. He feels that it's making you really tired what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. So it's just putting boundaries there so that you don't do too much too soon, and then you have to have a rest for a while, you see. So it's just making sure that you're able to cope with all that you've taken on with the best will in the world, and love for everybody. You're so full of love for everybody that he's so proud of you. And he says that you need more energy. He said that you could do with some more energy at the moment. Does that make sense? Not necessarily.
Not sure.
Not sure. Well, he wants to see you. He showed me a picture, as he always does. I always get a picture of people if they need energy, like one of those dolls with a key in their back, where the key needs to be turned around so they got more energy. So that's what I'm seeing with you as well.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's saying. And God bless you, and lots of love to you. And keep up the good work, he said, because your pureness of being, you tend to give it to other people so that they see it and they want to be like that too. They want to be pure, and your spirit is beautiful like you. They want to be like you because you're so pure and good. And that's what you're spreading around. And he's so proud of you. And God bless you.
Thank you
Lots
very
of love
much.
from him. There's a fair-haired lady now. I think I'm with this lady here. I'm not sure which of these you two ladies this lady is with. She's a fair-haired lady, a very pretty lady. Yes, she's a very pretty lady, and I'm feeling that she wasn't the happiest when she was here. Does this make sense to you? Don't know anybody
No.
like that. Somebody
No.
who was, yeah. Yes, I'm not sure about this lady. Yeah, I'm going to ask her to step back because I'm not sure that she's, but see, she might come out again in a little while to see. So just let's see her. There's another one here now, another lady, and she's a sort of a party girl, very happy, always cheerful. If she was in the room, the room lit up, she was full of joy, full of love. And I feel that she's showing me in a summer dress, young, young. And I feel that when you were a while ago that you may have known this person. Does this sound like anyone you know?
No.
Does this sound like anyone that you know? Can anybody take this lady? Very pretty, blonde-haired lady. She was a real personality girl. She had lots of love for everybody. And if she was in the room lit up. And I'm feeling that she always wants to cheer people up. And I'm feeling that that's what she's here today. Can anybody take this lady at all? No? Anyone? No? No. Okay, then. Right, let's see. Right, let's just. I think I'm with this lady here. There's a tall gentleman here, a tall gentleman. And I'm feeling that he's a relative, uncle or father, I'm not sure. It feels more like an uncle.
Okay.
And I'm feeling that he's very tall and medium to slim, medium build,
Could
sort
be
of.
grandfather. Could be my
A
grandfather.
very nice looking man.
Yeah, that would be my
Yeah,
grandfather.
and very cheerful and full of love for you.
Oh.
Yes, he's full of love for you. And let's see what he wants to say. I feel that you were a favourite of his when he was here. You were his favourite. And I feel that he liked to put you on his knee and play, and you enjoyed yourselves. And he's been watching you over the years, and he's always loved you. He still loves you very much, and he just wants to say, keep up with what you're doing because you're working hard at something. You're working hard at something, and sometimes you feel, oh God, this is too much, but you keep going. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
You said, yeah, keep that up because it would be very good for you when you get to the end, you get what you want to do.
Okay.
And he's saying that, and you're very good. You have got very strong moral ethics. You're kind to people. You wouldn't put anybody down. And I'm feeling that you have a position of some responsibility as well, in charge of people, not anything to do with the doctors or.
I run a charity.
You're a psychiatrist.
I run a mental health charity.
Oh, right, the charity. Oh, yes, right. So that's where it comes from then, that you're looking after people and you're doing your best for them. And I can see them that you have this standing there, and you have used that to help people. You haven't ever used it to put people down. You've always helped people with what you're doing. And he says that your standing you're getting stronger and taller spiritually because of this. Because when you're in a position of power, it is very important to use that power to help people and not to, some people don't do that. They use it to make their ego stronger. And he said, and you're working for the highest and purest good. And he said, God bless you. And he always knew you would do something good because you were very good as a child. You were a very good person. So he said, keep up that good work. You don't know how many people you've helped because of the way that you treat people with respect, with love. And he's very proud of you. So he's saying, God bless you. God bless you. I think I'm with you. Sorry, oh God, I can never remember people's names. Yeah, Linda. Yeah. I've got your mum or your grandmother here.
Okay.
She's standing here and she wants to put her arm around you and give you a good cuddle and fill you up with love. She wants to fill you up with love, she said, because you need more love than you're getting at the moment. Does that make sense to you?
So, yeah.
So she wants to fill you up with love. And she's also saying that she would like you to have some healing, She said, because you are struggling with some things in your heart that you need healing, you need help to understand things. It's though there are things in your life that you have to understand. And she wants to give you some more strength to do that. And she's saying, you've been a very strong person. You have been a very strong person all your life, and you've had to deal with very difficult things, and you have dealt with them. And she's very proud that what you've done. And she just wants you to have not just one healing. She wants you to have 6 healings, because that will help a lot. That will help a lot with your feelings at the moment.
Okay.
So she's saying, yes, because you've had so many difficult things to deal with in your life that you have to heal. That's what she's saying. You have to heal because to become as strong as you need to be. And she's saying, and God bless you and lots of love to you.
Oh, thank you.
And okay, thank you. Terry. I've got a, sorry. I've got a man here, and it's feeling like a father figure. I'm very feeling father, grandfather, somebody who loves you very much, who wants to help you. He's saying that he's so proud that you're working so hard to help yourself in what you're doing. You're working so hard, and he's very proud of you. Keep up the good work, because this is not wasted. This work is not wasted. What you're doing is not wasted. You're being tough and strong in the face of great difficulties, really. He wants you to know that you're loved very much. He wants you to know that you're really loved, and it's as though you haven't really felt that way for a while, and you need some more love, really. This is what he's saying. So he's saying, love yourself, and stop talking yourself down. He thinks you talk yourself down, but he's saying, don't talk yourself down. Know that you've worked very hard and you deserve praise for what you've done. And he's saying, just keep up the good work. Don't flag. Just keep up what you're doing, what you're trying to do. And you can't do any more than that. And he's saying, God bless you. And lots of love to you.
Thank you.
Okay. I want to come to the gentleman. The gentleman just over here. Yes, please, if I may. Okay. So I have here a man and a woman, and I feel that they are either your parents or your grandparents. And they want to give you lots of love and healing as well. They want to give you lots of love and healing as well. He's saying that you've chosen some difficult periods of your life before you were born. You've chosen that, and he said that you are now going through that. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah, you're going through that, and he wants to help you stand up with it all, and deal with it. He wants to help you do that. And he is helping you, and they're giving you strength and power all the time. And he's saying, just keep up what you're doing. Be as strong as you can. And this period of difficult times will not last forever. It will disperse, and things will be better for you, and you feel a lot happier. But you need to help yourself. You need to help yourself be strong, and don't look down, look up. That's what he's trying to say. And saying, God bless you and lots of love to you.
Thank you.
Sharon? I think Sharon, yeah, Sharon. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have a mum or a grandmother here, and she's so proud of you. She said, you're a lovely person. She said, you've always been a lovely person. And she wants you not to be frightened about your life, about anything that's happening to your life at the moment. Just keep going and do your best, and you will be okay. Just keep up the lovely, always laughing, always smiling. Keep that up, and you'll be okay. And she's saying, don't worry about anything that's happening, because nothing is going to get any worse than it is now. So that's something for you. And she said, she talks about writing things down. She said, if you're going to do something, write it down and keep it where you can see it all the time. She says, and that way you won't forget about it. And she's saying, just keep up and don't despair, don't get frightened. You'll be okay. And God bless you. And lots of love to you. Yeah, thank you. The lady here, sorry. Yeah. I feel that I have your mum or your grandmother here.
Yes.
She looks like you. She looks
Yes.
like you.
Yes,
She's
indeed.
got a sort of a proud look about her, the
Yes.
same as you have. And I feel that she had high expectations. You had to keep to a certain standard when she was bringing you up. When you were a child, you had to keep to a certain standard. You're quite
Yes.
strict about that.
Yes. Yes.
Keeping to be doing the right thing and behaving nicely to people, and you've always done that. And she's saying she's very proud of you for doing that. See what else she wants to say. It seems that you're in a position of power somehow. You're in a position over other people. Does that make sense to you?
Not really, no.
Yes. I feel that you're in some sort of a position where you can control what happens with people.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And she says you're doing that in the nicest possible way.
Yes.
She said that you have this calm persona, but also a sort of proud look about you. And she said that people just like to come to you and ask for your advice about things, and that you always do your best for them. And she's saying she's very glad that you're doing that. She's very pleased with what you're doing, and she will help you in any way that you need. She'll help you.
Thank you.
To do that. And she just keep that up, and you're helping a lot of people. You might not always realizing that you're helping people. It's by your persona and the way you deal with people,
Yes.
and a polite, happy way that you do it.
Yeah.
And she's saying, God bless you and lots of love for that.
You. Thank you.
There's a gentleman here now, tall, dark-haired. I think I'm with this lady here, a gentleman, and I'm feeling father, grandfather, someone in the family. And I'm feeling that he is you had a bond between you when you were young. You had a bond with this gentleman, and that he's watching over you.
Okay.
And I'm feeling now that he's probably a grandfather. Does this make sense to you?
Not so much a grandfather, no.
Do you recognise the description at all? Medium, slim build?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And he is he was in the family. I'm feeling that he was in the family, and that and he saw you as a child. You know, he's known you since you were a child, and that he's always been very fond of you. And he said you always had that bit of extra go in you than a lot of people had. You were always ready to go, ready to play at new things and do new things. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
And he loved the way you were, because you were sort of you were a different child. You were stronger and happier and more willing to do difficult situations. And he said, life got you a little bit. He said, and you haven't been so much like that, but he said he wants you to see you being like that again, because that's the real you. Life gets us, doesn't it? I mean, it just wears us down, and we haven't got the energies we used to have. But he's saying, bring that lovely energy back that you've always had. And it's just because of life being difficult, you know, sometimes we trudge along and it does get a bit difficult for us.
Yeah.
And he's saying something like that with you. And he's saying, let's have this lovely energy of this lovely little girl that's really in there, been buried away because of all the debris that's been thrown on you, sort of thing. And he says, just throw that all off and get that strength back and carry on. Because if he's feeling as though there's some opportunity that you've been offered or you will be offered that you might not normally take, and he wants you to take it if you get an opportunity to do something that's a bit frightening, but you would have done this easily when you were young, and he said it's something that you could do, and he's saying that you would get an opportunity and take it, because be the real you again, because you've been a little bit tied down with everything that's happened in life. He wants to see that bubbly girl back up again.
Thank you.
And God bless you. And
Thank
lots of
you.
love to you.
Thank you.
The gentleman behind. There's a slim lady now. I feel that she's a mum or a gran. I feel that she was a lady who didn't ask for much. She was a quiet sort of a lady. She didn't ask for much, but she was full of love for people. Does this sound like your mum or your gran?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm feeling that you were very precious to her and still are very precious to her. She's saying you were a lovely little boy and very loving. She said you were a very loving little boy, and she loved you very much. And she wants to say that you've become more quiet. You've always been a fairly quiet person, but she said you can come out of yourself and enjoy yourself a bit more. And that's what she wants to see you doing as well. She wants to see you going over the barriers. It's almost as like you've got spiritual barriers about things that you won't. It's just something that you would be frightened of doing, that she wants you to think about doing. Does this make any sense to you? You've had any? Well, you'll be having opportunities to do something else. She said that you have become a little bit staid, you know, just in your life, just stayed, not doing anything very much. And she said there's a lot more you can be doing, you can be enjoying yourself a lot more, and go out a bit more. And I feel this is what it is. You'll be invited to go out to places and do something different than you've been doing. And she would like you to take up that opportunity when it comes.
Okay.
And God bless you. Thank you.
Thanks.
You have not been to. Right. What's the lady right there? I know her name, but I can't remember it right at the very end. Sherry, that's right. Sorry, my memory's terrible. Sherry, please. And I've got your mum here as well,
Thank you.
your mum, or you said mum, your grandmother, and she is so proud of you. She said you've always been a very strong sort of, as a child, you were very strong. You fought up for yourself and nobody could get one over on you. And she said that you've always had to do that. And she said that you've had some tough times lately and you felt a little bit weary of
Yep.
how things are going. And she just wants to give you some strength and to say this can be improved. What's happening with you can be improved.
Thank you.
And she'd like you to take every opportunity that you get to improve the problems that you've got, and to not lie down on it is what she's saying. Don't lie down under it is what she's saying. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And she's saying, yeah, your health can be better than it is. It can be better than it is.
Yeah.
And she wants you to see you taking an opportunity of making it better that maybe you didn't want to. It sounds like some sort of procedure that you could help matters.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So that she would like you to take that and be yourself again to get back to who you really are.
That would be nice.
Yeah. And lots of love to you. She loves you very much. And
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just asking for someone for you. Just... There's a gentleman here. Gentleman here. I'm feeling a dad figure or granddad figure putting his arms around you. He wants to give you a good cuddle because he said that you've been through difficult times that are aggravating to you lately, that things have been a bit aggravating for you lately, that you can't get to do what you want to do. Does that make sense?
Not really, no.
Oh, I'm not being very lucky with you, am I?
So, right.
He's saying that he wants to give you a cuddle and look after you and have some rest. That's what he said. You're just a bit under the weather at the moment and you need some rest. And God bless you.
Thank
And lots of love. Julian.
Yes.
And I have your birth mother here.
Thank you.
And she just wants to say hello and to let you know that she thinks of you all the time and she loves you all the time because she's spoken to you before and she just wants to, I'm still here, I still love you and we will meet again when the time is right. When you pass over, I will be meeting you. She's saying, I'll be meeting you then. And I can't put into words, she said she can't put into words how much she loves you and always has loved you. And it's as though you felt that always in your life, that you were missing that love that you knew was there. And she's saying that's right, she always loved you. And she,
Thank you.
were you going to speak?
Thank you. Thank you.
And she's saying, God bless you, remember that I'm always with you, I'm watching over you and I'll help you in any way that I can. And God bless you.
Thank you.
I'll see if I can get someone for you, Phil. I'll just ask. I've got a little lady here, not very tall, with dark hair, and I feel that it was kind of wavy. And I feel that's your mum, yes. She wants to thank you. She wants to thank you so much for what you've done for her, how you looked after her when she was ill. She said she couldn't have asked for more from such a wonderful son.
Thank
She
you.
said you've been the best son anybody could ever have, and she wants you to be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
And she said that she's just so amazed at what you've done with your life. She's so amazed at how you've just risen up from all the difficulties that you've had, and you've had many, many difficulties. And she said the fact that you've risen up, it's almost as though you were bogged down with something, and then you've risen up and
Yes.
you've risen up and you've just kept going up. And she she's just overwhelmed with what you've done with your life and the good things that you do for other people. She loves you so much, and she said you can be very proud of yourself, and she wants you to know how much she loves you.
Thank you, June. I appreciate that.
Now, there's a gentleman here as well. He had a bit more weight on him. I feel he might be your dad.
Yes.
He's proud of you as well. He's very proud of you as well. And he said, thank you for what you did looking after your mum. And God
Good.
bless you. And they're both saying, God bless you. And they'll always love you. And you have risen so far spiritually that it's been right up in the atmosphere. You know, they're so proud of what you've done with your life. And God bless you.
Thank you very much, June.
I think I've done everybody.
We have time for 2 more. If you want to.
I don't think there's anyone. I think I haven't done Ivor. Oh, let's try Ivor. Ivor, yeah.
Ivor.
Ivor, got your dad here. Very strong man, big man, very strong. And he just wants to say that what you're doing, how you've helped everybody, and with what you're doing, I know you've been a hairdresser all your life, but he's saying how many people you've actually helped with the way you've chatted to them, made them feel better. People have come to you to have their hair done, and they've gone out, they've come in miserable, and they've gone out really happy because of the way you've chatted to them, and you've made them look lovely. And he said, it's amazing how much you've done with that. And even if you're not doing all that, you're still helping people and doing as much as you can for them. And he's so proud of you. He said you were such a good spirit inside. You just want to help people. And he said, God bless you and lots of love to you. And they'll always love you, and they always will love you. And they'll help you in any way that they can. And God bless you.
Thank you very much.
I'll have one more go with this lady. I'll ask them just to bring me somebody for you. I'm just seeing a little girl now, a girl with dark hair, child. And I'm feeling that she's a young age where she would be skipping and doing all this sort of thing. And you're not looking as though you know this one either.
No.
No, well, let me just see what she's got to say. She said that you were kind to her when she was a child. You were very kind to her. And she just wants you to know that she appreciates that. Someone in the family, a little girl, she's talking about skipping ropes and things like that. But anyway, she's saying she wants to say thank you that you were kind to her and that you helped her. So think about that. Think about that. If you can ask anybody who would know about a child who must have passed young, because she showed me herself as a child.
Right, okay.
Okay, so, and God bless you. I think I've done everybody. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, June, for your demonstration this morning. And I have some notices now before we close the service. So our guest medium for the Divine Service on Sunday, December the 7th at 11 a.m. is Charlotte Hill, who is doing her first Sunday service with us at Wimbledon. And Charlotte is travelling up from Sussex to be with us next Sunday. Please note that the Wimbledon services for each week can be viewed on the link which you can find on your Facebook pages and on our Wimbledon Church website. The Healing Clinic for members of the community and animals is every Tuesday from 7 until 8:15 p.m. and Thursday from 10 a.m. until 12 noon. You will be greeted by our healer practitioners in a safe and very welcoming atmosphere, and free will donations apply. Crystal Healing with Rachel Davis is available at Wimbledon and Hackbridge Spiritualist Churches. And if you wish to book for a crystal healing, please contact Rachel on her mobile number, which is listed on our Facebook pages and website. New events for autumn 2025 include our Friendship Club every Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Wimbledon, Jackie Robinson will be hosting this week's Friendship Club on December the 3rd. The admission is £5, which includes refreshments, and the demonstration of mediumship at this coming Wednesday's Friendship Club will be from 1 until 2 p.m. and given by Rose Anderson and Jackie Robinson together. Please check weekly postings on our Wimbledon Facebook group page for further information about Friendship Club restarting in January 2026. Dawn Collinson's Thursday Open Circle has now finished for this year, but she will be restarting this circle in March 2026. Open Platform with myself, Phil Shaw, returns in February 2026, and full details will be posted on our website and Facebook pages in due course. Forthcoming events, advance notice, new year, new plan. Join Pink, Sarah and Trudy at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church for a vision board workshop on Saturday the 31st of January 2026. This is the perfect opportunity to pause, reflect and set your intentions for the year ahead. Focus on your dreams, goals and aspiration and create a vision board to bring them to life. This workshop is running from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. The cost is £35. All supplies are provided. Just bring your lunch and an open mind. So this is happening at Wimbledon on the 31st of January from 11 till 4 p.m. and advanced booking is essential to ensure that minimum numbers for the event to go ahead are met. You can purchase tickets via Eventbrite or by bank transfer, PayPal or cash at the church, and an advanced booking link is also available on our Facebook pages and website. So that concludes the notices, and now I would like to invite Linda to the platform, who will give us the final reading, which will be followed by June's closing prayer. Thank you, Linda.
I'm going to read a poem by Shirley Monaco called Hope. The world is full of uproar. There doesn't seem much hope. We wonder as we go along how on earth we'll cope. We say our prayers and have our faith. Sometimes we start to flounder, for we think we've not been heard and feel we're going under. But then the word hope appears. Back comes our faith in prayer. A brightness fills our hearts and minds. We know that God is always there, and spirit friends to help us. Hope is just a little word, but the world is full of scope, as rushing back into our hearts, that little word, hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. And now June will give us the closing prayer. Thank you.
Thank you. Divine Spirit, we thank you and our spirit friends and helpers who have assisted our loved ones in spirit to come through with messages of love, upliftment and healing. We ask that any energy that is left over is used to send healing to all the universe, those who are suffering from pain, loneliness, hunger, fear, bereavement, those who are trapped by war, hatred, poverty, prejudice and greed, those who are suffering from unbending attitudes, theirs and others, those who have no homes, those who have lost hope. We ask for healing for all those in war situations, that there will be a peace with all the wars in the world and people will stop having wars, so nobody will go hungry in the end because all the money is going on to wars. So we ask for peace and love for the whole of our earth, that people can get on with each other and be happy with each other and not try to take what doesn't belong to them, because that seems to be the start of all the wars. And we ask for healing for our health service, for all those who are mentally or physically ill, for the animal kingdom, and all those who need help. We ask that this beautiful church and all here today be filled with love and light. And we ask that the families of those who are here today receive love, light, and laughter through the week. And lots of love to everyone, and God bless you all. Amen.
June? I'd like to present you with some flowers.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much
Lovely.
for a
Thank you.
lovely service.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for attending today. Goodbye to everybody online and in church. Have a lovely week ahead, and God bless you all. Thank you.